By going transverse engine, the X1 has become technically less distinctive, but more useful in the real world. This is the second generation BMW X1, the smallest BMW SUV. And this time around there's been a big change. It's based not on the natively rear-drive platform of the last one, but on the same front-drive/4WD setup as the 2 Series Active Tourer MPV, Mini Countryman and so on. This means a transverse engine, and thus extra space inside for people and things. BMW claims the boot has grown in size by 85 liters to 505 liters, that all occupants get better head, shoulder and elbow room, and that rear seat passengers get much more legroom, too. In size and space, this brings it into line with the meat of the big selling family crossover market, such as the Ford Kuga. But of course it's more expensive than the Ford and can be had with more sophisticated equipment such as a heads-up display. Not that you'd consider the Ford. The X1's real rivals are the brand new and really very good Volvo XC40, Jaguar E-Pace, Mercedes GLA and Audi Q3. And BMW itself has just launched the X2, which is to the X1 with the X4 is to the X3 and X6 is to the X5. A slightly less roomy, more stylish option, albeit one that's pretty much mechanically identical to the car on which it's based. So the X1 is supposed to appeal to the more practically minded, but still quite badge-conscious among lesser-powered 18i and 18d, I for petrol, D for diesel, models have between 140 and 150 bhp from their respective 1.5-liter, 3-cylinder petrol and 2.0-liter 4-cylinder turbodiesel engines. 20i and 20d models have around 190 bhp from their 2.0-liter petrol and diesel engines, whereas the range-topping 25d has 230 bhp from its 2.0-liter diesel. 18 models are front-wheel drive, S-drive in BMW speak, everything else gets X-drive all-wheel drive as standard, variously with 6-speed manual and 8-speed automatic transmissions. The X1 20D and 25D, both X-drive and both with the automatic transmission, 2.0-liter engine is the same in both, but the 25D has twin turbos, one for low revs and one for high, to the 20D's one. Its 231 bhp can shift the 1,575 kilograms X1 with useful urgency through the smooth gearbox, but at no point in the 20D did we want for any more pace. So we'd be tempted to save the premium the 25D commands and spend it instead on optional equipment. Or nothing at all, if you're feeling especially parsimonious. The engine is quiet and smooth enough, and the handling is pretty tidy, too. Only if you hurl it at a sharp bend does the chassis go soggy. Mostly it all feels progressive and nicely balanced. And while it's not a dedicated off-roader, with all-season tires ought to be good for a ski trip. But what's really improved since the last BMW X1 is the ride. It's supple enough to be comfy, but well damped enough not to induce sickness in a family vehicle. It's a nice balance, which is something you couldn't have said before.